So I'm explaining like a ATM transaction flow. So in ATM services have like a financial transaction and non-financial transactions. So I'm taking one honest transactions, honest withdrawal transactions. So suppose the customer started transactions from ATM. So customer have one plastic card, might be that card will be Magistripe or might be EMB chip card. So as of now, all recently everywhere is updated. So everyone have a EMB card. So when customer initiated from the ATM side, so the ATM fetch some information from the card like track 1 information, track 2 information, and track 3 information, and what customer keyed like a pin data and the amount and all these things. So that all the information when ATM at ATM side, there is a NDC and DDC topology on that basis, and the ATM side, what is the key on that basis, the ATM will create one packet, one transaction request packet, and that packet ATM will send through like a connection. What will be the connection like a TCP/IP to switch? ATM will send that request message. That message format will be NMM message mode, native message mode. So ATM will send that request to switch. Might be multiple switch. There is in industry multiple switch. I'm taking one example like base 24 switch. So once received that request message in base 24 switch, so base 24 cannot understand what is that message because that message is in NMM message format. So again, in base 24 side, there is a device handler. There is one module, DH module. So DH module will reconvert that message in their own message format, like a STM message format. So, and in that message, once that is formatted, so in that message packet would be there is terminal ID. On that basis, the base 24 switch can understand this is a that particular terminal we received the transaction and so terminals, and after DH that message will go to auth process, authorization process. In authorization process, there is so many files, base 24 files. So on the basis of card bin, the card number having like a 16 digit or 19 digit. So, but starting a few digit like a 6 digit, that is the card bin number, and that is the identification for the particular bank. The card is belong to which banks. So if I'm explaining the scenario like a honest transactions. So in that case, that particular PIN number will be available in our CPF file. CPF, that is a card prefix file. And in the case of not honest transactions, the system can check in another file, like we have Sprout file or someone say pre-file. So like another bank bin we configured in Sprout file. So on that basis, system can understand the transactions belong to which issuer. So suppose we find that transaction in our CPF file. On that basis, the customer, the machine, like auth process, understand that request. And as earlier I was explained, that is financial transactions. So that request would be like a 200 request message. So, and when DH send that message to auth process, so DH will set one timer like a 40 second or 30 second, and DH will expect a reward within that particular timer. And auth will check another file like a CAF file, like a card status, an IDF file like a institution details, and that routing mechanism. So, and that all once checked, and with the help of key file, that auth modules will send that request to HSM and will validate that pin data pin. So once that all validation happened, then auth will send that 200 request message to Hydro process, Hydro, that is a host from Hydro side. There is so many files like host configuration files. So once again, Hydro set one outbound timer, and Hydro will reconvert that message in ISO 8583 message format, and will send to that message to the particular host. Host might be here the Finacle, might be Flushcube, whatever. So in ISO 85 request message, I just send to host. Then from host end, there is account level check, account level validation. That account is active, that account balance is proper, not proper. So many checks happen. Once host replied that message like a successful message, and within the particular outbound timer, Hydro receive response from host, and Hydro again resend that message to auth process and log the transaction in the TLF file. TLF, that is transaction log file, and within a particular timer, that Hydro send 210 response message to DS process. Again, DS process just reconvert that message and send to the channel like ATM. So once receive the ATM receive response message from switches, so on that basis, ATM can transact that particular withdrawal. So like that flow, high level flow I explained about one honest transactions. So similar way, we have a lots of channel like POS transaction, e-com transactions, Aadhaar enabled transactions, and micro ATM transactions. So many channels we have. So the transactions are coming through channels at switch end, and switch is validating all transactions as per their configuration and rules. And then switch routed the transaction to particular host, might be issuing or requiring. So like that high level transaction flow I explained.